Yeah, so good evening, everyone. Today we are here to listen to another success story from 360 Digital TMG. And today we have with us a very special guest who will be sharing his journey, or you can say success story with us. So let us welcome Mr. Rishabh Singh. So welcome, Rishabh, and congratulations on landing a job. So can you start with just giving a brief introduction about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So, hi everyone. Myself Rishabh Singh, and thank you so much, Dev, for welcome. And I just started a new job with CIANS Analytics, which is based on a Gurgaon, and it's an analytic-based company. Yeah, so we can go.
Okay. So introduction of the company also you give us. So can you tell me a little bit more about that company, what it
Yeah, so
does?
Science Analytic is a analytic-based company which mostly deal with the financial data, like investment or the mostly on the investment part and the OPO or other things which is going on with the financial background. So those are the things got covered with our organization. And currently I'm at a senior analyst position, and
Okay.
most of the peoples are there from the finance background.
Okay. So as you mentioned, you are having a senior analyst post. So what does that entail? Means what is your means responsibilities? Can you just elaborate?
So currently I'm handling projects my individual basis. So these times my responsibilities are like mostly they are Python based projects, and some of the Excels also are involved with SQL and Snowflake databases. So I'm just currently handling their data cleaning and other processes. And this time I'm not working with any team, but individually getting projects and also having one-to-one contact with the clients. So these are my tasks.
Okay. Okay, friends. So whoever is watching, they can also post their question. And okay, okay. So Rishabh, let us go on with our next question. So can you tell us means how many interviews you went through before landing this job?
So before landing to this job, I went to the I cannot exactly count that how many interviews I had went through, but yeah, that was many. And I got selected even in few companies. There were not only this one CIANS. Before CIANS, I got selected as a data engineer and also software developer. And there was also another opportunity for machine learning. But apart from those, because there were some things which I haven't taken their offers. And this was the nearest from my hometown also, that is in Gurgaon. So, and this was a senior analyst post, so I choose to move over there. But there were,
Okay.
yeah, lots of interviews which gone, and yeah.
Okay. So can you tell us how did you select this company only? You're saying you got selected in many other also.
Yeah, yeah.
So why did you select this one only?
So I had offer for other opportunities also, but actually the post and the other things. But mostly my case was the location. So I
Okay.
was just actually searching which would be the my nearest town, like Delhi, Noida, or Gurgaon, and luckily I got from here an opportunity. And even the other part of the things like work related and other things were also good over here. I had checked even their reviews on other portfolios or other websites, so there were also they are doing very well. So I thought that moving over here it's also a good thing. So these were
Okay.
the few
So
criteria, but
hmm.
mostly criteria was on my case, that is location. So I had choose on that
Okay.
base.
So you wanted to work near your hometown only. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So can you tell me what was the procedure followed uh, for applying to this company? Means
So
the
actually,
interviews.
for
Yeah.
this, for other companies which I got offers, few were the with my friends' help. Okay, like few friends my given the reference of mine, and a few were from the 360 digit AMG, one data engineering, and another one was from 360 digit AMG. And this one actually I got randomly call from the Naukri. So I just get the call and they start discussion. After that, there were few tests and exam. After clearing those exams and interviews, I got this offer.
Okay, so how many rounds?
Probably it would be like there were one round of test, one round of technical interview, and one round of with the manager, and one with the fitness kind of test. So I actually 4 or 5 rounds were there.
Okay. Okay. So can you tell us something about your educational background?
So educational background, if I'll talk about, then I had passed out in 2020 as a BTech graduation. I did from my hometown, like in Lucknow, computer science branch. And after that, even when I was in my college time, like last exam was there, that time I had joined, started the course with 360 digit MG. So yeah, after that I went there, and these are the things started.
So you don't have any means did not work directly, came to 360. Before that you did not work.
No. I was the fresher and
Okay.
started studying from here, and they also given me good
So
opportunity to learn and understand. And luckily, I got these all these things.
okay. So how did you decide to go in this field, means data science?
Actually, this is like I haven't anything decided. Like after the BTech graduation, that time was the Corona pandemic was going on. So there was not any opportunity from the college side that I get any job or anything. So I decided to learn from my side that whatever I can learn, I can get through a job. But before going through the any learning these kind of things, I was thinking to get any job from my college side. But actually that time Corona side was there, so I wasn't able to get anything from there. And so I was like a hopeless thing that what next I need to do. So whenever I were applying for any jobs or any kind of portfolio, they were asking for what kind of skills you have. So that time I have a lack thing because I haven't learned anything that time. When I was being graduated, I didn't know any language kind of thing. So I decided first to learn any language and do coding something. Then actually, generally, I just searched on website that which is the good thing that we can go after the graduation. So that time it's like kind of trend going on the YouTube and other things that everyone recommending data science and data analyst or data engineering kind of thing. So just I had started searching and I had found on this one. So yeah, I started to like
Okay.
there. I had joined after that. I have after a few research here, and yeah, classes was going on. Barney sir was there who taken the all the classes for me.
Okay. So yeah, next, can you tell us how did you prepare for your interview?
So interview was the kind of like you can say that apart from what we had learned exactly, because that times they were mostly asking about that what is your work experience on that. Like if they are giving any data set or any kind of thing, they are not expecting from you to do any machine learning algorithm or that thing. They were expecting from us proper explanation of all the algorithms. So few after just completing the courses, I directly started to applying jobs, but I was not able to get anything, even not a call. Even when I was getting the calls that time, even the first round not going good. So then I had just started to preparing. First, I had mostly progressed on my Python skill, like whatever it takes. I had did all the things whatever need required to learn at that time. So mostly I can say that I had prepared on Python. Then there was one thing which mostly lacking. I was lacking because whenever I was applying the exams after the Python, there were some SQL questions also, one or two SQL questions. So I had completed one course on SQL and the full thing I had prepared Python SQL. These both things I did the most hands so that there won't be anything that I missed if there would be any question on the Python and SQL. Then I had started scratching on these things, machine learning concept and analyst thing, data analyst, like how they prepare data and other things. And instead of going through just learning and applying the models, I just taken time to also research on those things, that if this is the machine learning algorithm, then what is math behind it, how it's actually working. So whenever, like in the interviews also, they were mostly asking question math behind the algorithm. Like if you are using any algorithm, logistic algorithm, that then they are asking what is the math behind it, how it is actually working, what is the gradient boosting, and how it is this algorithm is functioning. So with the guidance of Saras sir and Nitin sir, mostly they had guided me on these things, and even by attending their lectures, mostly I had learned those things, that how to elaborate all the things with the mathematic concepts, and these were mostly helps to crack me all the interviews.
Okay, so what will you say? How to improve our coding skills? So basically, you said you went to this Python and
Yeah,
SQL, right?
actually, only course is not a thing that which will help you to land the job. And this thing I'm saying not only basis of I had cleared one interview, I had cleared like approx 4 interviews. On the basis of that, I'm saying that it's not exactly about the you know anything. You have to be deep knowledge on all of that. If anyone going through the Python, then everything, that how memory is being allocated, even that thing you need to know. If you are assigning any variable, that variable values, where it will going to assign, what will be format, what will be the data type of that value, when I'm using that variable, what are the things could do this variable. Like a variable could be even a function, even a class, even a simple data type kind of thing. So every part of things, if you have to understand, if you got that level of the things, then it will be really a cakewalk, I think, I would say, to clearing the interviews. So mostly work on the first, if you're going to the data scientist or data engineer, first thing go for the Python and completely understand Python SQL, and then go for the concept of these machine learning things. Okay, I'm not saying that this is most important, but for a fresher thing, if you are a fresher, then they are mostly going to look at on your coding skills. So for codings, mostly you can improve. My was the like I had improved by learning and by taughting others. So I learn other things, and whenever someone required any help on the coding part, I always ready to help them, and that mostly helped me, helped me to get.
Yeah. So help others to help yourself,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, that is the one thing. Like whenever you taught others, now that time you will get the his knowledge also. So that kind of works.
Yeah,
So
correct.
whenever learn, always try to teach. Even nowadays, whatever I'm new concepts I'm learning, I'm not getting in mind. Then I started by teaching my brother. My younger brother also is in BTech, so I started teaching him because I'm not getting anyone now to teach. So that mostly helped me. And also try to go for the quizzes, and there are many websites which you can track it down and go for their challenges. That is most helpful for me. I always go for 1 to 2 challenges for daily basis. So yeah, for that you can also go.
Okay. Now, how long did it take to develop your skills in this field? Can you tell us?
Exactly. I cannot estimate these things, that how much time it's taken, but yeah, but surely in 2020, after September, I had started learning all the things. Earlier that I didn't even know anything about these things. So yeah, till that now still I'm learning. So I cannot say that how much time it's taken. It is still taking, and I think this field will not going to be stopped at any point. So you have to be continuously learning, because new concepts are going around every time. And this one I'm saying, because at that time when I was learning that time SQL. So if I will take just only one example for SQL, so I had learned MySQL. But similarly, there are now times on cloud they are using Snowflake. That is also similar to SQL, but it's on a cloud. So there will be little bit difference, but it will be like easy. First, if you get one hand on anything, then other things learning will be a like easy thing. So on this question, I will say that still I am learning. I cannot count on this.
Okay. So, did you get to work on any projects? And if you did, Can you tell us something about those projects?
Yeah, I was able to work on I had even able to complete two projects, one or two projects, and still few are going on in the background. So mostly were these all the which I had handled till here. Mostly were on the API, REST API, and SQL based or Excel based, you can say, or Python. So these all the things I had used for completing this: Python, SQL, REST API, and even the AWS. You can count on those things also. And one
Yes.
thing I can also add over here that like if you are able to solve the challenges on like any websites going on, and if you are thinking that you are also able to do the client project, then it will be like very difficult to do, because both of the things are very different. Because here if you are just learning those things, then it will be like in your hand, that whatever you are doing you are changing. But when you are going to do the client side work, that time you have like lots of restriction, that you cannot do this part, you cannot do this part, and they require the result like whatever they want. So the thing which I will conclude over here, that whatever you are learning, just go in deep, that how you can complete those things. So that will be
Okay.
helpful to do the client works or project work, because project will be really different from this one. Those tasks will be similar, but the starting point and the ending point, like when a project going to start, that time many things required. So that requirement, getting that requirement will a bit a little difficult. But if you are having a good hand of logic and the coding skill, that will be like easy part.
Okay. So, did you get into internship? If you did, how did it help you?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, after the completed my course, I had started the internship at even here at InnoDataTix, and that actually helped us a lot, because there I was able to get the problems. So there exactly the learning phase started, actual learning phase you can say is started, because there you will get problems which you have to solve at any cost. Okay, and that actually help us to build your skills, because if you are learning by even yourself, then you will only solve those problems which is in your hand. Okay, and even you can modify that problem, like if someone saying that write a program or write kind of this solution for me. Okay, but if you're doing by only yourself, then you can change the objective of that problem, sorry, that problem also. But if you will going to work in anyone else hand, that time you have to do only that part what they will going to say. So you cannot change the logic, you cannot change the term. Okay, on the basis of their term or condition, you need to complete your solution. So yeah, that internship which I did there, I learned these all the things, that how to go on their basis, and on the exact term and condition you have to complete your solution. So those things you can learn through the internship if you are a fresher. So I was a fresher, so that time it was very required for me to start a internship, and I will really suggest go for internship even if you are not getting any payment. Okay, so for freshers people, it is okay to go for an internship. You are getting paid or not paid. If you are getting paid, that's a lucky thing for you. But yeah, it will going to help a lot.
Yeah, it opens up a lot of ways, basically,
Yeah.
in the future. Okay, now can you tell us how did 360 Digit EMG team help you, and how did it motivate you? That help? How did it motivate you?
So from 360 digit MG, mostly first thing that Bharni sir, okay, which he had taken a wonderful lecture for us. So that was the one thing which actually first thing that when I had chosen that I have to go into this field, that time what I exactly the first thing when I had started the course, that time mostly we think that if course is not going good, that time we leave that thing and started to another thing. But Bharni sir was there who had taken a really good lecture for us, and we never felt that we are not learning these things. Even their challenges and whatever they had suggested to do us research or to do this kind of solution. And even Bharni sir, when he was taking the lecture that time he mostly suggests us to do he directly kind of he didn't give us directly solutions, so he mostly suggested to do the research, and when we get back to the next day, that time he take us do that solution, and if it is not appropriate, then he elaborate that how it would be solved. So that one thing which help us and motivates us at the initial time to work from our side. And even the next is point which I must say was the project. After just completed the course, I got one project on in my hand. So that mostly help us to continuously working on this field. And then mostly the internship part, which 360 degrees given me a chance to work with them, and it help us me to improve.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, yeah. So can you tell us if 360 provided any additional support apart from their courses?
Yeah,
It's like
additional support that was I was mentioning, that was the first one, the project. The second one, mostly I will say that internship part, which mostly helped us for me. And the last, which I won't say that it is still it's going on for me, that Saras sir and Nitin sir and even Bindu ma'am was there to help on me and personally, like if any doubt or anything kind of things if I'm having in my mind, Saras sir even had taken in nights time for me, and even Nitin sir had explained all the logics whenever I get stuck or anything. So that was the things which I never even forget, that he taken responsibility of mine, Saras sir and Nitin sir, and he always they were helping me to like any solution or anything if I am not able to get or anything not to do. Then even Saras sir was there. One call is enough for him to respond back, and we were in the like a Zoom meeting or in Google Meet. He was there to help me always. So that one thing is like really was the amazing thing for Saras sir and Nitin sir.
okay. Now, can you tell us, our viewers, if any extra skills are required apart from what is being taught to get a job, basically?
So it is like not a exact kind of things that you require other skills, but it's depend on like on which positions currently you are staying. Like suppose you are a fresher person. For me, I was a fresher, so I can tell by my perspective. So for me, yeah, it was required to learn other skills also, but not that much that you cannot do by yourself. Okay. So and these all the things, like it's not kind of things that you have completed and course and you will able to get directly a job. Basically you have to do the projects, you have to do research by yourself, you have to read many to there are websites, Medium and other websites also there, where the data scientist peoples are putting their things even on
Findings.
the LinkedIn. Okay, you can get these, you can get all these things materials. Okay, so those things you can read, and like even you try, mostly only not reading things will help. Try to solve those problems, and if you are getting any things, try to do, and mostly go for the challenges and the projects for fresher people. That thing I will say. And yeah, skills are required. Whatever you are thinking, it is being related to our course. Okay, we want it, whatever course you are in, that you have to learn it completely from my side. If you are a fresher, then you have to learn it completely. And the most needful things are Python first learn, SQL, and then in Python, few are the libraries are really important. So those libraries you need to know. And then SQL is really important nowadays because everyone uses. So even having basic concept of that, SQL is not much, but at least till the join and other things you need to know. Yeah.
Okay, so before we take our next question, I will say to the viewers, if you are having any questions, just, just put it in the chat box in YouTube and we'll take those. Okay. Okay. So, Rishabh, coming to our next, can you suggest to our new aspirants who are looking to get into this field, what did you say to them?
So for them, I mostly say that whatever you are learning, go through the concept also. Just do not watch only. Okay, try to use it by yourself. Even if you are there, if someone explaining the math concept or the other behind concept of that logic, because nowadays in coding, like everything's are going automatically. Okay, you have to just use a function or a class that will going to help you to solve the problem. But before solving the problems, you have to know that what is the root of the problem. Okay, so for that things, whatever you are learning, learn it by concept, not only by the just watching and just having the basic understanding. Whatever you are learning, go to the deep. If you are learning any algorithm, just do a search on a YouTube or on a Google. Okay, try to read about it and what is the logic behind it, what are the functions are being used. And even I would say, for a fresher person, try to build algorithm by yourself. Okay, if you're learning KNN, k-means, or the those kind of algorithm, then try to build it, because it's very easy and simple algorithm. You can even create a class or a function kind of things which will going to help you to do the same process. So that one I'm saying, because you have to build your coding skills also. So that thing would be important for you. And if you're a fresher guys, then yeah, coding skill is really important. Python, SQL, and also one more thing I would say, and that mostly help me to being motivated with these things, because it's like coding things, it's not always that you always do. So for that thing, you found a circle kind of thing. Okay, for me there were few people with whom I was, and we all now got placed this time. So yeah, and everyone was doing daily basis their courses or their like whatever they were getting. We are having some groups also, so there they were posting those things. We are having the question chat with them. We are having the meetings to us only, not because that and few of them are got job even that times also. We are having their meetings and other things. So that one thing I would say, and that always keeps us motivated, because there was a group, a few people who were really interested in these all kind of talks. That whenever we do have meetings, so we do questions or other things, we have problem solution. That all the things we discuss to each other, and that really help us to being motivated with these things, and help us to like get a job. And everyone now a time got job, whoever was in this that circle.
Okay, so now we'll be taking our participants, means viewers' questions. Okay, only one question I'm saying. It is about the salary detail. If you want to disclose, you can. Otherwise, you can just leave it.
Actually, I cannot disclose that salary details, but yeah, still, if you want, you can ping me personally. I'll sure tell you. But yeah, you can say that the salary is quite expected, whatever you can expect from a senior analyst. Okay, and our organization is really good for that purpose. Because I wasn't expected that time that they were going to offer me that much. But yeah, that was the good one which I got from there.
Yeah, so basically, Azhar, to answer your question, it is, you can say, a good salary. Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it was like that satisfaction level that even that four offer letter I got, three or four offer letter. Okay, from
Yeah.
all of that, this one is the above.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so we are not having any more questions. So we can just wind up. So can you give us a closing statement, Rishabh?
Yeah, so thank you so much, Dev, for this thing. And I really want to thank to all 360 Digit team who really helped me to get this job. Okay, and not for these things, always they had helped me to do the projects and other things. And for most things, I would really want to thanks to Saras sir and Nitin sir, who were seen on me that first time. and even they were there always to help me. Even I was getting any kind of things, even sir was always with me on, like even at 11 p.m. or 12 p.m. we got connected, we were solving few problems. So that thing was really helped for me, and even Nitin sir was there to help me a lot. Bindu ma'am was there for me when I was doing the internship or a job at Innodatatic. So those are the things really helped me to get all the understanding, and on the basis of those understanding and knowledge, I was able to get this job. So thank you so much, all the team from 360 MG, and mostly thanks to Bharni sir, Nitin sir, and Saras sir and Bindu ma'am. Yeah, thanks all.
Yeah. Okay. With that, we'll close this meeting now. Okay.
Sure.